Nigeria fulfills financial obligations to African Union (AU) and also pays all 2023 dues. If we look inwardly and vividly, we see that TINUBU is working with greater stride or giant stride and is really moving to that topmost top, leading world class. And as it is, I believe TINUBU is an economist, and being the chairman of ECOWAS also is an edge and is also added advantage. Nigeria has successfully fulfilled its annual financial commitment to the African Union (AU) for the year 2023. Adamu Lamuwa, the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, made this announcement while attending to 43rd ordinary session of the AU Executive Council in Nairobi, Kenya. According to the cable news, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is scheduled to travel to Nairobi, to participate in the fifth mid-year coordination meeting, fifth MYCM of the African Union. The regional economic communities, the regional mechanisms, and the AU member states, African Union member states, Lamuwa highlighted that the prompt payment of Nigeria's 2023 dues signifies the country's unwavering dedication to fulfilling its responsibilities as a member state of the African Union. He commended President Tinubu for his commitment to timely financial contributions. During the Executive Council meeting, Lamuwa expressed his appreciation for the positive outlook displayed by African countries and the effective implementations of AU departments and organs over the past 3 years in the budget drafting process. Now, during the Executive Council meeting, Lamuwa expressed his appreciation for the positive outlook displayed by African countries and the effective implementation of AU, which is the African Union departments and organs, over the past 3 years in the budget drafting process. He also conveyed Nigeria's position on the proposed 2024 AU budget. Also, Lamuwa stressed the importance of an austerity-driven budget that focuses on achieving tangible results while avoiding redundancy. He also emphasized the need for accountability and responsible resource management, encouraging other member countries to fulfill their financial obligations. Additionally, Lamuwa called for greater synergy among the African Union organs and departments and proposed that the African Union Commission (AUC) minimize travel costs by hosting more meetings at its headquarters in Addis Ababa in Ethiopia. The permanent secretary disclosed that the ministerial level meeting, which preceded the participation of all heads of state, had chosen education as the theme for the African Union in 2024. Lamuwa highlighted the alignment of this theme with President Tinubu's domestic focus on prioritizing education, noting the timely and advantageous nature of his leadership in Nigeria and the Economic Community of West African States (ECOWAS). Nigeria has fulfilled financial obligations to African Union and pays all 2023 dues. Wow. Tinubu is working towards a greater height and is laying a mark and representing himself as the chairman of ECOWAS and now chairman of economic of West African States. That means Tinubu has really done well for himself, and respectively, Nigeria has also successfully fulfilled its annual financial commitment to the African Union. Now Tinubu is the president of the country, and according to the cable news, President Bola Tinubu is scheduled to also, be in Nairobi, Kenya, thereabout, and for the coordination. So he has been going, back and forth, since he has become the chairman, board of trustees, chairman, ECOWAS, and every other thing. So at least we in Nigeria, Tinubu administration is moving to that level whereby it could be unimaginable progress, because due to appeal, court of I don't know if it's court of appeal or is we'll call it allegations that it been placed over his antecedents, during the charge of uh, drug or thereabout, the charge of rigging and every other thing. But Tinubu does not want to look back. He's trying to wave it off to move forward as per the president. Now he might have his 10 toes, you know guided by himself, because he still have other charges. Allegations are just there back and forth. So Tinubu is trying to guide himself and also make sure the country Nigeria that he represents shall not fall, that he is going to make a mark. Because as it is, I would say Tinubu is landing in a giant prowess, even more than Buhari. But in the areas of economy, I believe God will help Nigeria, because even if at that, because the politicians we have now, in our era, we don't think they are, considerate at all. But as it is, Tinubu even announced that he's going to give everybody, 12 million household 8,000 naira each per month for 6 months. They said that was what the federal government said, in Tinubu's administration. Now, paying dues is also part of it, trying to represent the country very well, among African Union, of elders, I will put it that way. Economic of West African State also, Nigeria is also under that organization. And that's why we have a bilateral relationship with other international countries, and that's why some of their laws, or most of their laws, especially for democracy, guides us, which says democracy, the government of the people, for the people, and by the people. And the benefits and advantages we have as in Nigeria, as a natural and minerals country that produces different commodities, and export and import rather. And then the bilateral relationship that coexist among Nigeria and other countries, international organizations, European Union, African Union, ECOWAS, likes like that, the United Nations, and is numerous. But in a limelight, I believe Tinubu, has the spirit and the well-being of Nigerians at heart. Thereabout, some persons were saying, Tinubu, please attend to Nnamdi Kanu's case. Everything is gradual process, one after another. But the most pressurized, angle I'm going is just by the charges that have been laid against Tinubu, for rigging election, for drug trafficking, for different criminal acts or thereabout. But Tinubu has yet since, the court has yet since concluded on the matter. Now, in his disposition, according to Tinubu, according to the meeting he had as the executive, he also additionally the permanent secretary disclosed that the ministerial level meeting which preceded the participation of heads of state had chosen education as the theme of the African Union for the budget 2024. Now, Tinubu, chairman ECOWAS. Now, Tinubu, AU meeting. Tinubu, Nigeria fulfills financial obligations to African Union, pays all 2023 dues. Now, Tinubu successfully did this. Tinubu did that. Tinubu did that. So, from the positive vibes, from the negative vibes, I believe God would, intervene. Well, this is where I'm going to draw the curtain. I would like you to share views in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe.